What's poppin' T-Subs and T-Squad? So it's Monday night. Y'all hoes already know why I'm here. And I'm here for the Love and Hip Hop Atlanta review. This is season 9. This is episode 4. Queen of Atlanta. Like, comment, share, and most importantly, subscribe. Be sure to hit that bell. Become the notification gang. And if you really work on my channel the way y'all say y'all do, whew, girl, please make sure to watch those ads. My PayPal and Cash App will be listed down in the description box. You could also donate to the channel by joining. I have 2 tiers, the T-Sub tier and the T-Squad tier. Both tiers are recurring payment on your charge card every month. You can cancel at any time. You're not nailed to the cross. You don't have a crown of thorns on your head. You're not pierced in your side. Nor will I feed you a sponge full of vinegar if you should so decide to cancel. It is completely fine. You can also donate to the channel by going to teesprings.com/TTalkBoutique for all of your T-Talk needs. Anybody who buys anything, definitely make sure to hit me up in Facebook, Instagram, as well as Twitter, or you can email me at the channel's email address. Send the pictures of anything that you bought, and I will put you in my ending credits that I'm in the midst of working on right now, and it will be coming soon. There's still people that are buying, and I want to make sure I get enough people up there just so that y'all can say that I keep my word. So, Love and Hip Hop Atlanta, Season 9, Episode 4, Queen of Atlanta, Boom. Quiet as it's kept. The way these hoes is caring about ain't none of these bitches the queen of Nathan. So Mimi lets everybody know that because of Miss Rona, that everybody will be doing their interviews from their home. No glitz, no glam, no makeup. They're going to be done in their respective homes, basically to respect the social whatever they call it, the social separation or whatever it is, whatever the hell it is that they call a girl. That's why they're doing that, and I'm more than sure it's going to be like that for the rest of the season. I mean, which is fine with me. So, Mimi is taking self-defense classes, and she invites Shakana, Carly, Spice, and Kiyomi. And Kiyomi was Bow Wow's ex-girlfriend. She looked familiar, and I could not place where I know her from. But then she was Kiyomi. She was on Growing Up Hip Hop, and she was the one that put all of them scratches and bruises, bumps, and on Bow Wow's face. I keep telling y'all, Bow Wow is a girl in a man body, and that's how that woman was able to overpower him down to that elevator. But shout out to you, Kiyomi. I don't even know why the hell you was there, because obviously with all of them scratches that you put on Miss Bow Wow's face, you don't need it. You just needed the camera time. And I ain't mad at it. Moving right on along. Scrap and Shooter meet up down to the barbershop, and he has a new restaurant coming up and a barbershop, and his sister Cheyenne comes to help him find a spot because she's a real estate agent. And we find out that her and Shooter got a little something going on, but he doesn't want to tell nobody. Shooter, you getting up here with the same antics and the same BS that you got up here with when we first got introduced to you and Sierra, when you was running around town with that boy in transition, Mariah. And it's the same concept with you. And quiet as it's kept, anybody dealing with your meerkat looking ass got some self-esteem issues of their own. So it is what it is. Akbar V is doing the listening section, and Tokyo Vanity wants to know why every time she gets on social media, she's taking shots at her friend Light Skin Keisha. Apparently, Light Skin Keisha and Tokyo are good besties. They're good Judies and And Tokyo made it very clear she ain't come up here to support this broad. She want to know why every time she gets on her social media platform, this bitch is always talking cold cash shiz naive about her good Judy. And I was all here for Tokyo with that, because I was like, when did they become to be good friends? And then to see Spice there too, I already knew it was something up with it. Jock invites Akbar to call into the interview he's having on air to air out exactly what the problem is between her and Light Skin Keisha. Akbar does a freestyle calling herself the Queen of Atlanta. And we gonna get down to that gag at the very end of this, where I'm just about to get both of them hoes together. Tokyo invites Keisha and Coca to a spinning class. Tokyo tells her what Akbar said and did at the club. Keisha says that every girl that Akbar hates on it looks better than her, dressed better than her, is in a better position than her, lives better than her, drives better than her, and she doesn't understand why she constantly hates on other women. And I kind of agree with that. It's like at the end of the day, I'm going to get to that in a minute. Put a pin on that. I'm going to get to that at the end. Scrap hosts a party for his 1 year liberation of being out of prison. Shout out to Scrap DeLeon. You out for a year, and I hope there's more years to come. I really hope you don't go through all of this, and then we got to find out that you sharing a bunk with Sass ass. But I'm just hoping that ain't what's going to happen. We're going to move right on along from that. Mama D and KK catch up, and she gives her good advice about CC, and she did. She's like, listen, at the end of the day, both of y'all are grown, both of y'all over 60, and both of y'all share a common ground, and that's Little Breland. So, if not for the sake of y'all and the fact that y'all two old bitches, at least do it for Lil Breland. Like, I was with KK on that. KK gave her some really good advice, and it's obvious that Mama Deborah just refused to accept it. We're going to move right on along. Jock comes over to talk to Carly. She says that Jock wants her. She knows that she wants her, but she's not fitting to deal with him like that. I'm really getting over that shit. Like, this has been the same situation with Jock and Carly ever since the second season. And I honestly feel like it won't up to him to do that. I kind of feel like Mona Me Entertainment and everybody else that's in the background was like, listen, there go Carly. You need to do a scene. Go on over there and mess with her. Like, I refuse to sit here and believe that Jock still wants to sleep with, bang, do this or do that with Carly Red. I just don't believe it. And I'm just so tired of, I'm sick and tired of the both of them with that same song and dance that we've been seeing since season 2. I'm over that. Moving right on along. KK sees Cheyenne flirting with Shooter, and she doesn't like it. And I wouldn't either, because at the end of the day, Cheyenne, it does make you look rather messy that you sitting up here carrying on with this boy like that. And listen, I understand, because she said that, you know, Scrap used to mess around with all of her friends and this, that, and this, but first of all, I'm confused. Was this recently? Because he made it very clear that he ain't know nothing about you until years ago. And if this was recently, the only thing he doing is laying down with him. You the one that's trying to go into a whole relationship with a dude that look like a meerkat. Like, I didn't know you was into bestiality, but girl, whatever. Anywho, we see Kinomi and Shooter. They're in the shower, but it was just a scene for a photo shoot that she's doing. She asks him about Sierra and why he hasn't told her about them yet. He says that they're in an open relationship, but out of her and Cheyenne, he likes her more. Again, Kiyomi, you're once again the monkey in the middle. You falling right into the trap, and I just wish y'all girls will have a little bit of class and a little bit of self-esteem about yourself to know that when you're being played like a fiddle. But whatever. Moving right on along. Like this episode, I mean, it was okay, but I'm moving right on along because it was just, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. So moving right on. If y'all want something more from me, they're gonna have to start to give me a little bit something more than the usual. Shout out to Drake and Trey Songz. Moving right on along. Scrappy, Bambi, CC, Imani, and Mama D and Ernest go out to eat to try to get old ass Mama D and CC to finally get along. Mama D and Ernest shows up, and Mama D is dressed in all black like she finna go to a funeral somewhere. Mama D says that CC came in her palace, ran amok, disrespected her in her house, and put hands on her, and she's dead to her now. Mama D and CC, they all get to arguing, and Bambi stands up and she's like, listen, if y'all are going to talk, but when it comes down to the name calling, we not about to do that while y'all sitting up here acting like y'all teenagers. And then Ernest going to come out of his mouth with his old dick can't get hard, no job having ass, talking about they're not acting like teenagers. Well, what the flying hell do you call it? Both of these women is my mama age when she died, and my mama was 64. Deborah and Cece is not far behind my mama. So what do you call this? Like I can't ever see my mama or any of my other aunts sitting up, behaving and talking in the way that these two old ass bras are doing. And neither one of y'all got respect for your damn grandchildren who was sitting there listening to this nonsense that y'all got going on. Baby Breland crying his eyes out like because the vibrations is hurting his poor little ears. Like I won't with it. Anyway, Mama D pours out an obituary programs, and that's when it went way too far. Scrappy and Bambi was completely over it, and they got up and left at that point. And Mama D was sitting there, standing there looking stupid because you do. You look completely stupid, retarded, ignorant, and you need to eat a huge piece of cake. You need to eat a huge piece of humble pie. Jesus, please be a piece of humble pie for Mama D, because for you to sit up there and take things to that level as if you just did not come from a life or death scare says a lot about you and your mental status, Mama D. You're not all the way there, and I always knew that, but what you did tonight basically cemented in my mind that, yeah, you're a few cymbals short of a full drum set, and I could have no parts of Mama Deborah at this point. I really couldn't, because she's just too old for these antics, buffoonery, and tomfoolery, and I won't hear for it. Moving right on along. Scrap does a community give back where he's giving away dinners from his new restaurant, Seafood and Things Girl. Shout out to Scrap. KK talks to Cheyenne about what's going on between her and Shooter. KK feels like she's being messy because the both of them are friends with Sierra, and she doesn't like to keep secrets. I mean, while I hear you, KKK, aka Killer Karen King, you kept it a secret about you stealing all of these clothes from Nordstrom's, Saks Fifth Avenue, Forever 21, Olive Olay, Macy's, and anywhere else where you could go and get expensive outfits. You kept it a secret when Sass was running around here, running around town, hoeing out these little young girls, sex trafficking in them, and that. So, I mean, for you to sit up here and say you don't like to keep secrets, child, I guess. But I will say this, and I said it early in the review, and I'm going to say it again. It does make you look rather messy to be sitting up here messing around with this woman's ex-husband when you do have a rapport with her. You don't even have to be all the way friends with her, but the fact that you have a rapport with her, I'm really not here for that either. I understood where KKK, aka Killer Karen King, was coming from with that. I do. But moving right on along. Keisha has her interview with Jock on his radio show, and Jock brings Akbar on the phone. Light-skinned Keisha was over it from that point, and she gets up and walk out. Jock says that he was really wanting Keisha to put Akbar in her place like she did Bambi down to his restaurant. Keisha gets Jock together, and that was the end of the episode. I'm going to say this. I understood what Jock was doing. I get it, because that's the kind of radio show that he has. Okay, it's messy, and people love mess, people love drama. But that was just way too much mess for this girl, achy break your heart, Jock. And what got me with you was you did not like it when Shekinah poured that same stunt down to your club that you got coming up. So why would you in turn then do the same thing to this woman, which is the same thing that you gave Shekinah much about doing to you? Like, I won't all the way here with that, especially with the fact that you are somewhat friends or have a good friendly relationship with her and Coca at this point. But what I will say that I absolutely love about Light Skin Keisha, y'all can say whatever y'all want about her. She did what I wished Trina would have done on last episode of Love and Hip Hop Miami. When a bitch is beneath you, you are going to pay her dust. When a bitch is not on the same level as you, you are not going to waste your time going back and forth arguing with that said woman. You're not going to do that. You have way other better things on your plate to do and to be worried about than sitting up here arguing with a bitch that could never hold a candle to you or your talent. So I was with light skinned Keisha for the way that she handled Akbar V. I was. And the thing that gets me about Akbar V is the fact that you constantly feel the need to perpetuate your dominance over her shows and proves one thing, that both of y'all are in the exact same boat. Because if she was as beneath you as you say that she was, you wouldn't be wasting your time rapping about her in your songs, making all of these diss about her, and then you sitting around here calling yourself the queen of Atlanta. Girl, you can have that phony ass. Listen, Atlanta, Hollywood, some parts of New York, Miami, those are the four most fakest cities in the United States. People will smile in your face, and all the time they want to take your place, backstabbers. So both of y'all can have that phony ass city, girl. And quiet as it's kept, the real queen of Atlanta is Miss Juicy, baby. Y'all better ask about it. Where Miss Juicy at? So Miss Juicy can get both of these little young hoes who might not understand together about that. But girl, that's all I got. I ain't got no more to give you. Y'all drop down in the comments. Y'all let me know what y'all thought about tonight's episode. My bad, y'all. This bestie calling me. For me, it was it was a little yang around the house ish. It really didn't give me much. But I guess for what it was alright. Y'all get in the comments. Y'all let me know what y'all thought about it, and I'm gonna holler at y'all later, girl. Bye.
I just woke up and I rolled up. I just woke up and I rolled up. And I got my plane ticket. That push that be my starter kit. I just woke up and